A hero's arrival. Sergeant Ryan Harris of the Earth Defense Force was no stranger to the chaos of battle, but the conflict on the alien planet Zaron was unlike anything he had ever experienced. The peaceful Zarkoni people, with their advanced technology and rich resources, had become the target of the ruthless Kree, a ruthless alien race seeking to conquer and exploit Zaron's bounty. In the midst of a fierce skirmish, Ryan found himself separated from his unit, navigating through the dense alien foliage. As he pushed forward, he stumbled upon a group of Kree attacking a contingent of Zarkoni guards. At the center of the fray was Queen Zara, the revered leader of the Zarkoni people, fighting valiantly but clearly outnumbered. Without hesitation, Ryan leaped into action, his military training and instincts taking over. He fought his way through the Kree soldiers, the battle a chaotic blur of laser fire and the clash of weapons. Despite the overwhelming odds, Ryan's determination and combat skills turned the tide. He managed to fend off the attackers, ultimately saving Queen Zara and her guards. Breathless and battered, Ryan approached the Queen, who was equally exhausted but grateful. "Thank you, Sergeant," she said, her voice filled with relief and respect. "You have saved my life and, by extension, the future of our people." Ryan, still catching his breath, nodded. "Just doing my duty, Your Majesty. I'm glad I could help." As reinforcements arrived to secure the area, Queen Zara insisted that Ryan accompany her back to the palace. Despite his protests, she was adamant, and soon Ryan found himself being escorted to the heart of Zaron's political and cultural hub, the Grand Palace of Zaron. The towering spires and shimmering walls of the palace reflected the sunlight in a kaleidoscope of colors, leaving Ryan in awe as he was led through the vast corridors adorned with intricate tapestries and advanced technology, a testament to the Zarkoni's blend of tradition and innovation. Inside, Ryan was introduced to Queen Zara's court, a gathering of dignitaries and advisors who regarded him with a mixture of curiosity and respect. The Queen, now dressed in her regal attire, stood before him, her gratitude evident in her eyes. "Sergeant Harris," Queen Zara began, her voice echoing in the grand hall, "your bravery in battle has not only saved my life, but also preserved the hope and future of the Zarkoni people. We are deeply indebted to you." Ryan, feeling slightly out of place amidst the grandeur, bowed his head. "I was just doing what any soldier would, Your Majesty." Queen Zara smiled warmly. "Your modesty is admirable, but your actions were extraordinary. As a token of our gratitude and to honor the bravery you have shown, we wish to offer you a unique honor." Ryan looked up, intrigued and slightly apprehensive. "What do you mean?" The Queen gestured to her daughters, who stepped forward gracefully. Princess Nara, the elder, had an air of wisdom and kindness, her eyes reflecting a deep intellect. Princess Lyra, the younger, exuded strength and determination, much like Ryan himself. "You shall marry my daughters," Queen Zara declared, her voice firm yet kind, "and become part of the royal family. Nora and Lyra are strong and wise, and they deserve a partner who embodies the same qualities." Ryan was stunned. The idea of marrying into the royal family of an alien race was beyond anything he could have imagined. "Your Majesty, I'm just a soldier. It's an incredible honor, but I don't know if I'm worthy." Queen Zara stepped closer, her eyes meeting his with sincerity. "You are more than worthy, Ryan. You have proven your courage and your worth. Nora and Lyra see the same qualities in you that I do. Will you accept this honor?" Nora and Lyra approached, their expressions a blend of curiosity and hope. Ryan felt a profound connection with them, an unspoken understanding that transcended their differences. Taking a deep breath, he nodded. "I accept, Your Majesty. I will do my best to honor your daughters and your people." The Queen smiled, a sense of relief and joy washing over her. "Then it is settled. Welcome to the family, Sergeant Harris." As the court erupted in applause, Ryan's mind raced with the possibilities and challenges that lay ahead. He had come to Zaron as a soldier, but now he would embark on a new journey as a member of the royal family, bound by love and duty to a world that had become his second home. Forging bonds. The days following Ryan's acceptance of Queen Zora's offer were filled with a whirlwind of activity and emotion. He was formally introduced to Princesses Nara and Lyra in a private meeting, away from the prying eyes of the court. Princess Nara, the elder of the two sisters, was a vision of grace and intellect. Her long, flowing hair shimmered in the light, and her eyes were filled with a depth of wisdom and kindness that immediately put Ryan at ease. She was a diplomat of the family, well versed in the arts of negotiation and statecraft. "I understand that this must be overwhelming for you," Nora began, her voice soft and soothing. "Our ways are very different from what you are accustomed to on Earth, but I want you to know that I'm here to help you navigate this new life." Ryan nodded, grateful for her understanding. "Thank you, Nara. I appreciate your kindness and patience. I promise to learn as much as I can about your culture and to do my best to be a worthy partner." Princess Lyra, the younger sister, was a stark contrast to Nara. She was a warrior, her demeanor strong and confident. Her short, fiery hair and piercing eyes reflected her fierce spirit. Lyra was a skilled combatant, much like Ryan, and she had a reputation for her bravery on the battlefield. "I respect your courage in battle," Lyra said, her voice firm but not unkind. "You have proven yourself to be a true warrior. I look forward to fighting by your side and learning from you." Ryan felt a connection with both sisters, each embodying qualities he admired and respected. He spent the following weeks getting to know them better, sharing stories of their respective worlds and learning about the intricacies of Zarkoni culture and tradition. With Nora, Ryan bonded over their shared love of knowledge and exploration. They often took long walks through the palace gardens, discussing philosophy, history, and the potential for Earth and Zaran to learn from each other. "Together, we can ensure a better future for both our people," Nora said, her eyes shining with hope. With Lyra, Ryan found a kindred spirit in their mutual passion for combat and strategy. They trained together in the palace's training grounds, pushing each other to new limits and forming a strong, unspoken bond through their shared experiences on the battlefield. "You're not bad for a human," Lyra teased, a competitive glint in her eyes. The day of the wedding ceremony arrived, a grand event that would solidify the union between Ryan and the royal family. The entire palace was adorned with flowers and lights, creating a magical atmosphere that reflected the significance of the occasion. The Zarkoni people, as well as dignitaries from across the galaxy, gathered to witness the historic event. Ryan stood in his ceremonial attire, feeling a mixture of excitement and nervousness. The traditional Zarkoni garb was intricate and elegant, symbolizing his new role within the royal family. As the music began to play, Nara and Lyra entered the hall, escorted by Queen Zora. They were breathtaking, each radiating their unique qualities, Nora's serene grace and Lyra's fierce determination. The ceremony itself was a blend of Zarkoni and human traditions, symbolizing the union of their worlds. Queen Zara presided over the event, her voice filled with pride and joy as she spoke of the significance of the marriage. "Today, we celebrate not only the union of two hearts, but also the joining of two worlds," the Queen declared. As the vows were exchanged, Ryan looked into the eyes of his brides, feeling a deep connection and a sense of destiny. "I promise to stand by you, to honor and protect you, and to cherish our bond forever," he vowed. Nara and Lyra, their eyes shining with love and determination, echoed his sentiments. "We promise to stand by you, to honor and support you, and to cherish our bond forever." With the vows exchanged and the ceremony complete, the hall erupted in applause. The celebration continued late into the night, filled with music, dancing, and joyous festivities. Ryan, Nara, and Lyra reveled in the warmth and support of their people, their bond growing stronger with each passing moment. As the night drew to a close, Ryan found himself standing on a balcony overlooking the palace gardens, Nara and Lyra joining him. Their presence was a comforting reminder of the journey they had embarked on together. "We did it," Ryan said softly, his voice filled with awe and gratitude. "We're officially a family." Nara smiled, her eyes reflecting the beauty of the night sky. "Yes, and together, we'll face whatever challenges come our way." Lyra nodded, her fierce determination unwavering. "We are stronger together. No matter what lies ahead, we will stand united." With their hearts intertwined and their spirits unbroken, Ryan, Nara, and Lyra looked forward to the future, ready to embrace the adventures and challenges that awaited them. Their journey was just beginning, and together, they would create a legacy of love, unity, and strength facing the storm. After the grand wedding ceremony, Ryan, Nara, and Lyra embarked on a honeymoon journey across the stunning landscapes of Zaron. Their travels took them to breathtaking locations, from the crystal-clear lakes of the Serene Valley to the ancient temples of the Moonlit Mountains. Each place they visited was a testament to the rich history and natural beauty of Zaron. During their travels, the three of them grew even closer, learning more about each other and strengthening their bond. Nora shared her knowledge of Zarkoni history and culture, guiding Ryan through ancient ruins and explaining the significance of various artifacts. Ryan was fascinated by the advanced technology and deep wisdom of the Zarkoni people, and he eagerly absorbed every detail. One afternoon, while exploring the vibrant forests of the Whispering Woods, Ryan and Nara sat by a tranquil stream, the sounds of nature enveloping them. "This place is incredible," Ryan said, taking in the beauty around them. "It's hard to believe that such a peaceful world could face such danger." Nora nodded, her expression thoughtful. "Our world is beautiful, but it is also fragile. That is why it is so important for us to protect it and to learn from each other. Together, we can ensure a better future for both our people." Meanwhile, Lyra and Ryan bonded over their shared love of adventure and combat. They spent their days exploring rugged terrains and testing each other's skills in friendly sparring matches. Their mutual respect and admiration grew with each challenge they faced together. One evening, as they sat around a campfire under a canopy of stars, Lyra turned to Ryan. "You know, Ryan, I never thought I would find someone who could keep up with me in a fight. You've earned my respect and my trust." Ryan smiled, feeling a deep sense of camaraderie. "And you've earned mine, Lyra. I'm grateful to have you by my side." Their idyllic honeymoon was abruptly interrupted by troubling news. Despite the initial victory against the Kree, the invaders had regrouped and were planning a major assault on Zaron. The threat loomed larger than ever, and the Zarkoni defense forces were stretched thin. Ryan, Nara, and Lyra returned to the palace to find the situation dire. Queen Zara called an emergency council meeting, and Ryan was invited to attend as a trusted advisor. The council chamber was filled with tension as reports of the Kree forces' movements were shared. "The Kree are amassing their troops near our northern border," a council member reported. "Their numbers are overwhelming, and they are advancing quickly." Queen Zara turned to Ryan, her expression serious. "Sergeant Harris, we need your expertise. What do you suggest we do?" Ryan took a deep breath, considering the options. "We need to strike at the heart of their operation. If we can disrupt their command center, we can weaken their coordination and give our forces a fighting chance." Lyra, who had been listening intently, nodded in agreement. "It's risky, but it's our best shot. We can lead a small elite team to infiltrate their base and take out their command structure." Queen Zara looked at her daughters and Ryan with a mixture of pride and concern. "Very well, you have my blessing. May the stars guide and protect you." Ryan, Nara, and Lyra quickly assembled a team of the best Zarkoni warriors. Their journey to the Kree base was fraught with danger, with treacherous terrain and enemy patrols to avoid. Despite the risks, the team moved with determination and stealth, their resolve unshaken. As they approached the heavily fortified base, Ryan used his military expertise to devise a plan for infiltration. "We'll split into two groups," he explained. One will create a diversion while the other penetrates the heart of the base to disable the command center. Lyra led the diversion team, her combat skills and leadership inspiring her warriors. Ryan and Nara, with their respective skills in combat and strategy, spearheaded the infiltration team. They navigated through the labyrinthine corridors of the base, facing numerous obstacles and enemies along the way. Their mission was perilous, but their determination and unity drove them forward. As they drew closer to the command center, the stakes grew higher, and the tension was palpable. Ryan, Nara, and Lyra knew that their actions in the coming hours would determine the fate of Zaron. With their hearts set on victory and their bonds stronger than ever, they steeled themselves for the challenge ahead. The future of their world depended on their success, and they were ready to face whatever dangers lay in their path together. The battle for Zaron. The night was silent as Ryan, Nara, and Lyra led their team towards the Crow base. The dense foliage provided cover as they moved swiftly and silently, each step bringing them closer to their target. The plan was simple but dangerous. Create a diversion to draw out the main Crow forces, while a smaller team infiltrated the heart of the base to disable the command center. Lyra's team set off first, moving to the western perimeter to initiate the diversion. Using a combination of explosive charges and strategic attacks, they managed to create enough chaos to draw the Crow forces away from their stronghold. The sky lit up with flashes of light and the sounds of battle as Lyra's warriors engaged the enemy, buying precious time for the infiltration team. Ryan, Nara, and their group approached the eastern side of the base, slipping past distracted guards and through security breaches created by Lyra's diversion. The interior of the Crow base was a maze of high-tech corridors and heavily guarded checkpoints, but Ryan's military training and Nora's strategic mind guided them through. Nora hacked into the security systems, disabling alarms and rerouting surveillance feeds, her skills critical in allowing the team to move undetected deeper into enemy territory. Ryan led the way, his senses alert to any sign of danger, while Nara and the other warriors covered his back. They reached a central command room, a high-tech hub pulsating with energy and filled with advanced Crow technology. Nara quickly set to work accessing the main terminal, while Ryan and the others held off any Crow soldiers who discovered their presence. The battle was intense, with laser fire and close combat filling the air, but their determination kept them pushing forward. Almost there, Nara called out, her fingers flying over the controls. Just a few more seconds, Ryan and the team formed a defensive perimeter around her, fending off waves of Crow reinforcements. Despite the odds, they held their ground, driven by the knowledge that their success was crucial to the survival of their people. Finally, Nara succeeded in her task. "I've done it," she exclaimed, disabling the command center systems and throwing the Crow forces into disarray. The base's lights flickered, and the sounds of battle outside grew more chaotic as the Crow lost coordination. "Good job, Nara," Ryan said, his voice filled with relief. "Now let's get out of here." The team retraced their steps, navigating the maze-like corridors with urgency. The Crow soldiers, now in disarray, were easier to evade, but the danger was far from over. As they neared the exit, an alarm blared, signaling that the Crow were aware of the sabotage. "We need to move faster," Lyra urged, her voice taut with urgency. "They're on to us." They quickened their pace, dodging enemy patrols and returning fire when necessary. The closer they got to the exit, the more intense the resistance became. Despite the challenges, their unity and determination drove them forward. As they emerged from the base, Lyra's diversion team joined them, having successfully completed their mission. The two groups merged and made their way back to the rendezvous point, where a Zarkoni transport awaited to take them to safety. The journey back to the palace was filled with a mixture of relief and anticipation. The mission had been a success, but the real battle was yet to come. The disruption of the Crow command center had given the Zarkoni forces a crucial advantage, but the Crow was still a formidable foe. Upon their return, they were greeted with cheers and gratitude from their people. Queen Zara met them at the palace gates, her eyes filled with pride. "You have done an incredible thing today," she said, her voice strong. "You have given us hope and a fighting chance." Ryan, Nara, and Lyra stood together, their bond stronger than ever. They had faced unimaginable danger and had emerged victorious, but they knew their journey was far from over. The real battle for Zaren's future was about to begin, and they were ready to lead their people to victory, united in triumph. As the Zarkoni forces prepared for the final showdown with the Kreia, Ryan, Nara, and Lyra took a moment to reflect on their journey. They had come together as strangers, bound by circumstance, but had grown into a family united by love and determination. "We've done well," Ryan said, looking at his wives with pride. "But this is just the beginning. We have to keep fighting for our people and our future." Nara nodded, her eyes filled with resolve. "Together, we are unstoppable. We will protect our home and ensure a future of peace and prosperity." Lyra, her fierce spirit undiminished, added, "And we'll do it side by side. No matter what comes our way, we'll face it together." With their hearts united and their spirits unbroken, Ryan, Nara, and Lyra were ready to lead their people into the final battle. Their love and unity would be their greatest weapons, guiding them through the challenges ahead and ensuring a future filled with hope and possibility. The successful infiltration and disruption of the Kreia Command Center had given the Zarkoni forces a much-needed advantage. The Kreia, now leaderless and disoriented, were vulnerable. Queen Zara and her council seized the opportunity to plan a decisive offensive to drive the invaders from their planet once and for all. Ryan, Nara, and Lyra played key roles in the preparations. They worked tirelessly to organize the troops, plan strategies, and bolster the morale of the Zarkoni people. The atmosphere in the palace was one of cautious optimism, as everyone understood the importance of the upcoming battle. One evening, as the sun set over the palace gardens, Ryan, Nara, and Lyra took a moment to reflect on their journey and the challenges that lay ahead. "We've come so far," Ryan said, his voice filled with a mix of pride and determination. "But the real test is still ahead of us. We need to make sure that every step we take is the right one." Nara nodded, her expression thoughtful. "We've disrupted their command, but the Kreia are still a formidable force. We must be prepared for anything. Our people are counting on us." Lyra, ever the warrior, clenched her fists with determination. "We'll fight with everything we have. We'll protect our home and our future." As the final preparations were made, Ryan, Nara, and Lyra continued to lead by example, inspiring those around them with their courage and resolve. The Zarkoni forces were ready, and the stage was set for the final confrontation with the Kreia. The dawn of the battle day arrived with an air of tense anticipation. The Zarkoni and forces, united and determined, marched out to meet the Kreia on the plains just outside the capital city. The sky was overcast, the atmosphere heavy with the promise of conflict. Ryan, Nara, and Lyra stood at the forefront of the Zarkoni army, their presence a symbol of hope and strength. Ryan wore his Earth Defense Force uniform, modified with Zarkoni armor, while Nara and Lyra donned their traditional battle attire, radiating both grace and power. The Kreia army loomed on the horizon, a sea of darkness against the grey sky. Their numbers were vast, but their disorganization was evident. The Zarkoni forces, on the other hand, moved with coordinated precision, their spirits bolstered by the leadership of their new allies. Queen Zara gave the signal, and the Zarkoni army advanced. The clash of forces was immediate and intense. Ryan led the charge, his combat skills honed through years of training and experience. By his side, Lyra fought with fierce determination, her movements a blur of deadly precision. Nara, while less physically imposing, used her strategic mind to direct the flow of battle, ensuring that their forces maintained the upper hand. The battlefield was a cacophony of sound and motion, with laser fire, explosions, and the clash of weapons filling the air. Ryan found himself in the thick of the fight, his focus unwavering as he fought to protect his newfound home. He was driven not only by duty, but by the love he felt for Nara and Lyra, and the desire to build a future with them. At a critical moment, the Crow launched a concentrated assault on the Zarkoni command center, hoping to decapitate the leadership and sow chaos among their ranks. Sensing the danger, Ryan rallied a group of elite warriors to intercept the attack. The ensuing battle was fierce, but Ryan's determination and leadership saw them through. They repelled the assault, ensuring that Queen Zara and the council remained safe. Meanwhile, Lyra led a flanking maneuver, striking at the heart of the Krah forces. Her boldness and combat prowess turned the tide, and the Krah began to falter. Nara coordinated the efforts, ensuring that their forces maintained momentum and pressed their advantage. As the battle reached its peak, Ryan, Nara, and Lyra fought side by side, their unity and strength a beacon of hope for the Zarkoni forces. They pushed forward, driving the Krah back and breaking their resolve. The invaders, now leaderless and demoralized, began to retreat. With a final coordinated assault, the Zarkoni forces achieved victory. The Krah fled the battlefield, their invasion repelled. As the dust settled, Ryan, Nara, and Lyra stood together, their hearts filled with relief and triumph. They had faced an unimaginable challenge and emerged victorious, their bond stronger than ever. Queen Zara approached them, her eyes filled with pride. "You have done an incredible thing today," she said, her voice steady. "You have saved our people and secured our future. We are forever in your debt." Ryan, Nara, and Lyra exchanged a look of shared understanding and gratitude. They had proven that love and unity could overcome any challenge, and they were ready to face whatever the future held, together. A future reborn. The victory against the Krah brought a wave of relief and celebration across Sauron. The people, grateful for their freedom and inspired by the bravery of their leaders, began the process of rebuilding. The battlefield was cleared, the wounded were cared for, and the city was restored to its former glory. Ryan, Nara, and Lyra were hailed as heroes, their story of unity and courage spreading throughout the land and fostering a renewed sense of hope and determination among the Zarkoni people. Their bond, forged in the crucible of battle, had become a symbol of what could be achieved through love and cooperation. As the Zarkoni forces and the people of Sauron worked tirelessly to repair the damage wrought by the Krah invasion, Ryan, Nara, and Lyra played a crucial role in guiding and inspiring them. Their leadership, their shared vision for the future, and their unwavering commitment to their new home provided the necessary spark to reignite the Zarkoni's spirit. "We must rebuild not just our physical structures, but our sense of unity and purpose," Nara said during a council meeting, her voice steady and resolute. "The Krah may be gone, but the scars they have left will take time to heal. We must work together as one people to ensure a brighter tomorrow." Ryan and Lyra echoed her sentiments, their respective expertise and perspectives complementing each other seamlessly. Together, they devised comprehensive plans for infrastructure restoration, resource management, and the integration of Earth and Zarkoni technologies, all with the goal of creating a stronger, more resilient Sauron. As the months passed, the progress was steady and tangible. The Zarkoni people marveled at the efficiency and foresight of their new leaders, their faith in Ryan, Nara, and Lyra growing stronger with each passing day. "They understand us in a way no one else ever has," one Zarkoni citizen remarked, watching as Ryan, Nara, and Lyra oversaw the construction of a new agricultural center. "They see the challenges we face, and they work tirelessly to find solutions that benefit us all." The bond between the trio deepened as they navigated the complexities of rebuilding a world ravaged by war. They leaned on each other, drawing strength from their unique perspectives and the unwavering love that bound them together. In the quiet moments, when the day's work was done, Ryan, Nara, and Lyra would often retreat to the palace gardens, where they had first bonded as strangers. Now, their conversations were filled with dreams and plans for the future, a future they would shape together, as a family and as leaders of Sauron. "I never could have imagined this," Ryan said one evening, his gaze sweeping across the lush greenery. A human, married to two alien princesses, helping to rebuild an entire world. It's almost too much to believe. Nora placed a gentle hand on his arm, her eyes shining with warmth and understanding. But it is real, Ryan. We are here together, and we will continue to build a better future for all who call Zaron home. Lyra, ever the pragmatist, nodded in agreement. And we'll do it our way, with strength, wisdom, and unwavering determination. The Crow may have been defeated, but there will always be new challenges to face. As long as we stand united, there is nothing we cannot overcome. Ryan smiled, feeling a profound sense of belonging and purpose. Then let's get to work. The future of Zaron is ours to shape, and I can't think of anyone I'd rather have by my side. And so Ryan, Nora, and Lyra, their bond forged in the fires of battle and tempered by the trials of rebuilding, dedicated themselves to the task at hand. They were more than just leaders, they were a family, and their love would be the foundation upon which a new era of peace and prosperity would be built. A legacy of hope. As the years passed, the transformation of Zaron under the guidance of Ryan, Nora, and Lyra was nothing short of remarkable. The once scarred planet blossomed with new life, its people unified and thriving in the wake of the Crow's defeat. Ryan, Nora, and Lyra's leadership had been instrumental in this remarkable turnaround. Their combined skills and perspectives, Ryan's military expertise, Nora's diplomatic acumen, and Lyra's indomitable spirit, had proven to be a formidable force for change. Together, they had overseen the rebuilding of cities, the revitalization of economies, and the strengthening of diplomatic ties between Zaron and its neighboring worlds. The Zarkoni people, once battered by war, now looked to their triumvirate of leaders with unwavering trust and admiration. They have given us more than just a future, one Zarkoni citizen remarked. They have given us hope. Hope that we can overcome any challenge, as long as we stand united. This sentiment echoed throughout the planet, as Ryan, Nora, and Lyra's legacy of cooperation and compassion inspired the Zarkoni to reach new heights. Advancements in technology, medicine, and education flourished under their guidance, and the once isolated world of Zaron began to forge meaningful connections with other civilizations across the galaxy. But perhaps the greatest testament to their leadership was the family they had built, a family that transcended the boundaries of species and culture. As the years passed, Ryan, Nora, and Lyra's union deepened, their love and understanding for one another growing stronger with each passing day. They welcomed children into their lives, a new generation that embodied the best qualities of their parents, the courage and determination of Ryan, the wisdom and diplomacy of Nora, and the fierce protectiveness of Lyra. These young ones would be the future caretakers of Zaron, inheriting the values and vision that had transformed their world. We want them to know that they can accomplish anything they set their minds to, Nora said, her eyes shining with pride as she watched her children play in the palace gardens. No matter the challenges they face, they will always have the strength of our family to guide them. Ryan and Lyra nodded in agreement, their hands clasped tightly with Nora's. And we will be there, every step of the way, Ryan added, his voice filled with the same unwavering commitment that had led him to Zaron all those years ago. As the sun set over the gleaming spires of the palace, casting a warm glow across the thriving city, Ryan, Nora, and Lyra stood together, their hearts swelling with a profound sense of purpose and fulfillment. They had come to this world as strangers, but they had become its guardians, its champions, and in the process, they had found a love and a home that would endure for generations to come. This is our legacy, Lyra said, her voice tinged with awe. A legacy of hope, of unity, and of a future where anything is possible. Ryan and Nora smiled, their hands finding hers as they gazed out at the world they had helped to heal and transform. In that moment, they knew that their story was just the beginning. A testament to the power of the human spirit and the transformative potential of love, cooperation, and unwavering determination. And as the stars began to twinkle in the night sky, Ryan, Nora, And Lyra knew that they would continue to write the next chapters of this remarkable journey, always standing together, always united, a shining beacon of hope for the people of Zaron, and for all the worlds that would one day come to know their names.